Do you want to buy a house but are unable to due to the high cost? Now, 2023 could be your year if you've been waiting for home prices to plummet. The decline in housing prices may make you pleased, but it doesn't portend well for present homeowners or the US economy as a whole. Stay with us as we talk in depth about the 2023 housing market correction. The term housing market correction can sound like it belongs in a book or news story about Wall Street analysis. For homeowners and real estate investors alike, it indicates that prices have drastically declined since their peak and will keep declining unless there's an increase in demand for properties. In other words, for some high-end properties, this isn't simply a typical downturn. It's the beginning of the end. 2023 shouldn't see a collapse in the housing market. A new phase of the market correction is beginning, one that neither buyers nor sellers will profit from. Property listings might remain on the market longer in 2023, and sellers might make less money than they did 6 months earlier. High interest rates on mortgages make homes unaffordable even in markets with lower values. Even the most pessimistic housing estimates predict a decline of up to 30% in the most expensive cities. Yet the areas that experienced the quickest rise over the past 2 years are slowing down the most. When seen in this sense, the national housing market is still up by almost 6% from this time last year. That increase would be described as rapid in a typical year, but when compared to recent years, it shows a notable decrease. The growth rate was over 15% a few months ago. Everyone is naturally interested in learning whether the US housing market would experience a decline from the previous year. Market growth will probably be very modest or somewhat negative by year's end. For instance, the chief economist of the National Association of Realtors, Lawrence Yun, predicts that prices could rise by 1% in all markets in the coming year, while firms like Morgan Stanley, Moody's Analytics, and Capital Economics have revised their 2023 housing forecast to call for even more precipitous declines than they had anticipated. So it's likely that during the coming few months, house prices would decline overall. The market's affordability has decreased as a result of rising interest rates. Recent events and continued inflation indicate that rates will continue to be high for some time. House prices will need to adjust if interest rates stay high for an extended term, which seems certain. Both investors and homeowners should be aware of this. Although we should be ready for a correction in the housing market, it's crucial to keep in mind that it doesn't necessarily spell the end of the real estate market. Instead, a correction is only a time of declining prices and demand. In the end, prices will rise and the market will be more robust than ever once demand comes up again. There are both internal and external causes for this. External factors, like aging boomers and the increasing percentage of people on a fixed income, will naturally cause a decrease in demand for expensive homes. On the other hand, internal causes are brought on by things like a shortage of inventory and a decline in affordability, which is why a correction is frequently observed when home prices decline. Although it is difficult to foresee the exact status of the housing market in 2023, there are a few tactics that might work to manage a downturn in the market. These include investing in a variety of properties and markets can help spread risk and reduce the impact of any downturn in one specific area. You can anticipate a correction and make adjustments to your assets as necessary by keeping a watch on market patterns and economic indicators. Real estate is a long-term investment, and corrections are frequently transient. Long-term strategy may enable you to weather a downturn and emerge victorious in the end. When the property market is experiencing a correction, the first thing to remember is not to freak out. Several investors and homeowners have probably done this, making the issue worse than it needed to be. The best course of action is to maintain your composure and move cautiously. No matter how challenging your goals may be, stay committed to them. Don't change your mind about buying a home if the property market is now experiencing a correction. Instead, maintain your resolve and continue looking for the ideal home. Make an offer on a home if you found one you like and that fits your budget. Discuss with your family and friends the effects of the home market correction. By doing this, you'll be able to maintain your attention on your house buying objective and establish new friendships and methods to lend a hand to others. Sell your house as soon as possible if you're in a position to. Properties that are on the market for too long will probably see their prices drop. This suggests that selling as soon as possible would be in your best interest. When looking at houses for sale, keep your attention on the house itself rather than the area or the asking price. Make an offer on a home once you've found one you like and that is inside your budget. Now that you're informed about the housing correction, what's your plan for 2023? Let us know in the comments section below.